Hi there. Hey, I'm Jen Rice, and tonight I was hoping to talk a little bit about. I know that is the most wonderful time of the year, right? And I personally do love the Christmas holidays and the whole holiday season and New Year's and all the things that a new year brings, but. Today, a couple times today, I had some conversations about loneliness and people feeling like they weren't, there just wasn't a lot happening for the holidays for whatever reason, whether they were far away from family, not able to go visit family, have lost loved ones, have health things going on, um, just not really excited about the holiday season and had this sort of, some people do feel like a sense of loneliness. So I just wanted to bring this up because I know that the holidays can evoke a lot of different emotions. And I know part of my wellness journey has been, kind of diving deeper into managing stress better, managing emotions better. And when I was listening during a couple of these conversations, it was some people just feel that some years it just doesn't hit all on all cylinders, right? And this is not to be like a downer on the holidays. It's not, this video isn't designed for that, but hopefully to give just a few suggestions of things if you are feeling a sense of loneliness or loss this holiday season, or feel like there's just this increased amount of stress. There are some things you can do to get through it a little bit better. So, what I was reading in this one article was they talked about that they did this online poll, and that half of the people that answered the online poll actually felt lonely over the holidays. Sometimes it was because they didn't have like a significant other or a partner to go to certain holiday events with. Other times it was just, just not, they kind of dreaded holiday parties or sort of the whole thing around it. Maybe they had other things going on in their life, like I was mentioning earlier, like a health concern, or some other things going on that just didn't make it, the most wonderful time of the year, right? So I think the most important thing to remember, and what I think this article really cited, was that, basically you're not alone if you feel that way. And you can even be in a room full of a lot of people. I see you guys jumping on. Thanks for being here. You can be in a room with a lot of people, and if you're feeling a little disconnected or you have a lot on your mind, you're not really feeling present, and sometimes you can even feel lonely inside of a crowded room, right? And so another thing they talked about was like rethinking your expectations, because we don't live in a movie, and we don't, social media can sometimes make you feel like, there's a comparison thing. There's a lot of things we see on social media that really our expectations may be really high, but the reality is we're all kind of living in the same, plane, right? And so to kind of just keep those expectations. And that one thing I thought was really cool is that sometimes going out with a good friend, for a coffee or a date is better than, it could be just as good as the, quote unquote perfect date. And so I thought that was a great way to frame it. And so I wanted to say, I think when we look at functional wellness and how to sort of conquer some of these things that can stress us out or create these feelings, it brings me back to the three things I want to share real quick, the three tips that can help you or someone if you're feeling like just like you're not really into the holiday season, or a sense of loneliness, or maybe there's been something going on that you just aren't into it. That number one, obviously you weren't alone. But the number one thing you can do is take care of yourself. And I always talk about this just from my own health experience a couple years ago, when I kind of changed the way I ate, changed the way I worked on a lot of how I handled stress, moving every day, dealing with certain emotions, I've even recently just finished an energy course, which is kind of about, it was with Melissa Walsh. I want to give her a shout out. That was a fantastic course. And basically getting your emotions in check. So taking care of yourself. So downtime is not bad. You know, going and taking a hot bath, reading a book, taking care of you, eating well, making time for your sleep and your sleep habits. Taking care of you can really help you get through, or someone you love get through a time that, you know, for whatever reason, this holiday season just isn't what they hoped it would be. And the second thing is gratitude. And this came up yesterday. I watched this great training with our company, and one of our top leaders did a training on gratitude. And I thought that was so timely because, you know, it's pretty easy to focus on things that aren't going well, or bad feelings, or bad news. I mean, the TV's full of bad news, right? But if we can focus on things that like have given us value, and things that are important to us, like certain family members, or friendships, or a pet, or all of the above, or experiences we've had. I mean, when you come from a place of gratitude, it can be super powerful. And then number 3 is you can help yourself kind of get more into a holiday spirit just by giving to others. And really, you know, whether that's even just time, it doesn't have to be like financial, but even time. Like if you're thinking that maybe you'd like to invest in certain friendships a little more, maybe you want to invest in new relationships. And so you have to carve out that time to build those social relationships, right? And deeper friendships. So, you know, I just want to say, I think, you know, obviously I love the holiday and the holiday spirit, but there are people out there that are, you know, that are feeling lonely, or feeling like this holiday is not all it's cracked up to be. And there are a lot of pressures, you know, especially through social media, that everyone else is having a perfect holiday. And I just want you to know that, like, really from this survey that was done, 50% of people weren't feeling that great. So it's not uncommon. And hopefully these 3 tips help. And if you have certain questions around, you know, functional medicine, functional wellness, I have a website I just launched that is www.functionalwellnessconsult.com, where I'm really excited to help people sort of get control of their health, put themselves into a better health state, whether that's, you know, kind of just diving deeper into the root cause of certain symptoms that may be nagging. So on that website, I have lots of information there. If you want to pop over there and read it. Also, the link I think is on my Jenn Rice International Facebook page. But I hope you guys have a great weekend, and see you soon.